Hello there, my name is Yet Saeed, presenting Driving Change, Ethical Practices in the Automotive Industry. Starting off, child labor leaves millions of children around the world, school-age kids, who should be playing and going to school instead of working in auto supply chains. The issue is that the makers of cars need to be more transparent and higher level when it comes to ethics. Prior fair labor compliance certification is a solution I kind of thought of to kind of help eliminate child labor and human rights abuses in the workspace, leading to a more sustainable, effective industry. According to UNICEF, 1 in 10 children worldwide, 1 in 10, that's a very big number, worldwide are exposed to inhumane labor, resulting in harms toward their mental and physical health. Child labor forces children to work at an early age in jobs that do not suit their age or physical ability, targeting children from poor backgrounds and poverty areas. According to the World Vision, this terrible act of child labor leads to more serious consequences, including loss of education, mental illnesses, poor health care, and resulting in death, and basic fundamental rights not being given to these poor child workers. It was found out that several leading car makers employed slaves in Xinjiang, China, and this has caused public outcry. For example, Guinea, which is a major supply of aluminum for most car companies, witnessed so many other cases of human rights violations by various car manufacturers, according to the Human Rights Watch. That study was conducted in 2021. Cobalt extractions is at the center of all this mistreatment, as it involves children and slaves in Congo, where it used to make batteries for motor vehicles. Consequently, customers have begun to insist on transparency concerning employee welfare, echoing global campaigns for human rights. In addition, there will be great risk associated with reputation and possible legal entanglements, thereby affecting company operations, eventually ruining the trust that stakeholders have on such companies should these infractions go unanswered. The reliance on unethical practices can also be seen as a business risk, since it may compromise supply chain stability, impacting upon production efficiency levels and market competitiveness, ultimately from an economical standpoint. Labor rights in the automotive sector are very creatively solved by the solution I spent quite thinking about. Developing a catch-all certification program called the Fair Labor Compliance. This will spur initiatives taken by car makers in strategies regarding their employment. Companies would also have to become more transparent regarding their labor practices to make sure that no segment in their supply chain partakes of child labor or maintains unethical working conditions. The certification could be created in cooperation with these organizations who have competence in human rights areas, which will guarantee its credibility. In such a way, by pushing certification, consumers will receive a clear and trustworthy direction to which companies they should support, standing for sustainability and ethical practice in their operation and their employees. This will bring advantages to not only the reputation of one company, but change in the situation in the industry, while competitors strive to reach these standards also. Ultimately, the business-aligned social responsibility creates a win-win situation for companies, consumers, and the planet. In conclusion, child labor is an important matter due to which millions of children are suffering in every corner of this globe, and confiscating them from their health, faith, destiny-related education, and basic rights. This raises the specter of increased transparency, in which ethical standards are even harder to avoid. One way to incentivize industries and through the use of the Fair Labor Compliance certification in order to stop all forms of child labor and human rights abuses connected with supply chain, of course. Not only does this help to ensure that the companies get benefits of these trade markets, consumers demand and thereby encourages development of a more sustainable and ethical sector. Now, let me ask you guys, do you think there will be a change in this industry? And do you think one day a certification like this will be implemented? We have to wait and see. Thank you for listening to my presentation.